Hi, Steve Gerzeni again with Coach House, and today we've got something exciting to show you. As some of you might know, we build on various chassis from Ford to Mercedes to the Mercedes van, the E-Series, the Transit. What we're going to show you today is our Platinum 3 motorhome that's built on the all-wheel drive Transit chassis. This is what's referred to as a cab chassis. And the cab chassis has all the safety protection of the front end of a Ford Transit, and then Coach House adds all of the components to make it an RV on the backside. Now, one of the nice things about the chassis, this is what they look like when we get them. And Coach House, with his patented one-piece fiberglass body, will help complete the look of this coach. But some of the nice features on the Transit, this is a 3.5 EcoBoost motor. It has 310 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque. It's also on a 178-inch wheelbase. So a little bit longer wheelbase makes the stability very, very well in the Transit. Dual rear wheels in the back on both sides, 11,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, 15,000 pound combined weight rating. When Coach House completes this vehicle, you're going to have between 13 and 1,500 pounds loading capability. With the 3.5 EcoBoost extended fuel cell, as far as the gasoline tank is concerned, this vehicle, you'll realize, about 15 to 17 miles to the gallon. Now, when we buy a coach, this is just the window sticker I brought off the vehicle, we load these vehicles up. We put in almost all the features that are available. All the safety features that are available on the cab chassis are also brought in when we buy them. It has a pre and post collision. It's got an avoidance system on it. It's got adaptive cruise control, disc brakes all the way around. Really, the Transit is a beautiful chassis. Some of the other things, and I might have mentioned this or not, is all of our Transits are all-wheel drive. What does that mean? It means all 6 of these tires, wheels on the ground, have the ability to pull the vehicle along. So if you run into a slip problem where the back end's sliding or slipping, the front end will take over, so now you have all-wheel drive. The Transit is a beautiful vehicle because it's a lighter weight coach, drives very automotive-like. People that are intimidated by the size of motorhomes will not be intimidated by this. It's about 25 feet long, nose to tail. So it's not oversized, overbuilt. And as you all know, we build everything very aerodynamically controlled. Not only does it have the 3.5 EcoBoost engine in it, but it also has a 10-speed transmission. Power driver, power passenger seat, the sync system for the radio. It's got all the creature comforts you would enjoy in an automobile, just put into an RV. We wanted to give you an idea of what these vehicles look like before we build on them, because again, some people don't really know what a cab chassis means. This is what we buy from Ford, and then we turn it into our beautiful motorhomes, of what we're going to show you next. Hi, now we've moved inside after showing you the Transit chassis. Again, all-wheel drive, and this is what the vehicle looks like when we complete it. You'll notice it's very aerodynamic. We even wrap and round the radiuses so that when you're driving down the road, you have very, very little wind resistance driving down the road. Fuel economy on these is between 15 and 17 miles to the gallon. So you have a really nice, economical RV to take you wherever you want to go. Some of the things we like to point out is we order these all with forged aluminum rims. So there's no reason to put Alcoa rims on the Transit chassis. Nice feature there. Also, side mirrors. These are standard mirrors from Ford Motor Company. They're power, they're heated, they've got the elliptical mirror at the bottom, so you can see down the side of the vehicle pretty clean and clear. Transit's nice because opening this door, the driver and passenger doors are larger than most. You can see getting in and out of this vehicle is pretty simple. Again, power seats with lumbar support, and they're loaded with airbags. You have the thorax airbags on the sides of the seat. You have the front airbags in the dash. So you're very, very well protected in this vehicle. Plus all the safety features that come standard with the Ford Transit chassis. Moving back, our big side entry doors are always a hit. This is a PTL door. It's got a screen room for it, or it's a screen door for it so that you can keep the bugs out. Nice cross ventilation with the vehicle, very nice. Jalousie windows. Jalousie windows are nice, especially if you have pets and you're in bad weather, inclement weather. You can leave those windows open if you have a pet inside, and they're still going to get cross ventilation while you're gone. Nice feature. We placard everything so we know exactly what we're looking at here. This is a 250, 25 feet, and it's got a dinette with twin beds in the back. Nice lighted grab bars outside and inside, so getting in and out of the vehicle on your power entrance step is very, very easy to do. Again, another great, I think, nice feature there as well. We're using the Truma AquaGo tankless propane hot water heaters, very efficient. The flow of hot water is instantaneous, so getting to your spigots, to your showers, relatively quick. Outside here, we have a 110 volt connection. Some people choose this outlet to hook their Starlink up, or if they have a picnic table out here, there's also a cable connection so that you can hook your TV up electrically as well as cable, watch TV on your picnic table, or whatever else you'd want to do with the electrical outlets there. Storage is at a premium with our vehicle. We try to create as much storage in our vehicles as possible. Now, if you notice, our storage is from the floor level down. We do that for a reason. We build a big aluminum frame that goes all the way around the circumference of this vehicle we've shown in other videos. So if somebody should break into your outside storage compartments, you do not have to worry about them getting inside your vehicle. I've often said I've got a set of keys that most salesmen have that I can get into probably 90% of the locks out there. So no valuables out here. This is just good storage for any incidental things that you don't have a value to, basically, and not worry about it because most people wouldn't want to take it. Moving on back, again, forged aluminum wheels in the back, nice chrome polished, comes from Ford. We have our potable water fill. One way to fill your freshwater tank is here, and we also have another way to fill your tank, which I'll show you on the other side. Magnetic latches, if you notice on these doors, nice lighted LED bar all the way across the top. So no matter where you put your items in this outside storage compartment, you're going to have a light to it because the light goes from this side to this side and keeps the whole interior lit, which I think is a nice feature. Sometimes manufacturers will put just a light bulb in there or just a fixture light of some sort, and if you block that light, you can't see. Something very simple, but I think kind of nice as well. We're using a 13-foot Girard automatic awning. It's got a beautiful LED light strip across the leading edge there. So if you're set up here with your picnic table, you can keep this whole area lit up, which is, I think, a really nice feature. Now, these awnings are also automatic. So if you're in, again, bad weather and there's any shaking going on, whether it be from the rain or the wind, these will automatically retract so that they're stored back in their box. We often tell people on an armless awning like this, if you leave the coach, bring the awning in. It's not a big deal. You push one button, walk away, just let it close itself up. That way the wind's not going to bother it if you should leave. But they are fully automatic. Again, jalousie windows in the back, frameless. The coach, you know, I don't talk much about this either. It's very, very well insulated. It has an R18 value of insulation, so it's got a very, very good blanket of insulation on the inside. I talk about our fiberglass, but I also want to expound on that a little bit. Coach House does not own what they call a chopper gun. And a chopper gun with fiberglass is going to take the resin, the catalyst, and the fiber, grind it through a wheel, and lay it all on at one time. All of our fiberglass components are hand laid. We can control the thickness, we can control the weight, and from a manufacturer's standpoint, what we are trying to do is provide loading capability. So the lighter we can build the bodies, the more stuff you can put inside because of the gross vehicle weight rating. This vehicle has an 11,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, has a 15,000 pound combined weight rating. So when we're through building them, you're going to have about 14 to 1,500 pounds loading capability, depending on options. So you can carry quite a bit of stuff with them. The nice feature with the Transit is it is so easy to drive. I said that a little bit earlier, but a lot of people are intimidated by driving a motorhome, are not intimidated by the Transit. It's slow to the ground, easy to drive, easy to control, easy to steer. So it really is a great platform to build an RV on. Now let's take a minute, we'll walk around the back and I'll show you what we do here. Now in the back you'll see this is an emergency escape window. We are members of RVIA. We are also a QVM with Ford Motor Company. So some of the things that we put in these vehicles, well, I should say all the things we put into these vehicles, are all in compliance with RVIA and Ford Motor Company. This is an escape hatch window in the event you should have something break out in the front of the vehicle and you need to get out. You can get out through this back window here. But you can see even where our return lines are. This is all part of our molding process. So anytime there's a radius, or we used to call them OGs in fiberglass, it maintains and creates a stronger body or a stronger structure. LED lights, we use a lot of LED marker lights, brake lights, which are nice, especially at nighttime. They're a little bit more illuminated, last a lot longer. So a nice feature. They look, I think, really professional inside the coach as well. Class 3 rated trailer hitches. Again, this coach has a combined weight rating of 15,000 pounds. So most cars, small trucks, things of that nature, trailers, you can pretty much tow with this vehicle. Depending how much you load inside will determine how much you can tow on the outside. So again, 11,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. If you loaded it up to 11,000 pounds, you have 4,000 pounds towing capability. If you don't load it up that much, it's just a subtraction of what your coach weighs to what you can tow. So pretty nice feature, but the hitches and all are standard. We even put these little, people love them, these little wheels on the bottom of our hitches in the event you get into a real steep ditch or curb. You don't have to worry about taking out the back end of your bumper or the fiberglass, anything of that nature. So it's a nice feature. Now let's walk around the driver's side and I'll show you some more. Now that we're on the driver's side, again, you can see how clean the look is here. One of the nice features with Transit is we don't put slide outs in them. We do put automatic leveling systems on as an option. Those are 4-point jacks that are hydraulically driven so that your coach will be level in a campsite. But the Transit, we elected not to put a slide out in, try to keep it as light as possible, great loading capabilities, things of that nature. I wanted to show some other features. Smart plug, again, a marine component, positively lock in place, so you don't have to worry about arcing. That used to be an issue years and years ago with the electrical 30 amp service coming in that would arc the box, and sometimes you'd have a problem with that. So these smart plugs are really nice. Outside shower, cold and hot. We put it on the driver's side of the vehicle because a lot of people, they want to wash out their sewer hose, they want to wash their pets or animals, wash their feet off. It's just kind of the dirty spot of the coach, as we call it. Behind this door, and we do this in almost all of our vehicles, behind this door is what we call our central utility compartment. And I like to point these things out because it is really, a good feature, I think, in our motorhomes. We have a city water connection. Once you're hooked up to city water, I mentioned the second way of being able to fill up your freshwater tank, and that's with this bypass valve. So once we hook our city water up, the city water's on, you want to fill, you're getting ready to leave, you can flip this lever down and it will fill up your freshwater tank. So you don't have to disconnect the hose and take it over to the water tank side. Little courtesy light, so at nighttime you can see. Cable TV connection, so if you pull into a campground that has cable TV, it runs all through the vehicle. Good feature. Black water flush. Black water flush, a lot of our customers requested this, and the way Coach House has installed it is a little bit different. What's nice about our black water flush is you cannot get contamination into your water hose. We go through an anti-siphon valve that goes up or down and then into the black water tank. So there's no way for the water to backfeed to get into your hose. So you can take your city water hose, hook it to your black water flush without fear of contamination. Nice feature. Black, gray water pool valves all come out one discharge, so you don't have to take your sewer hose and take it off a bayonet fitting to take it over to another bayonet fitting. And this also helps flush your system. Pull your black water tank first, let everything run out. Pull your gray water tank, which is generally just soapy type water, and that helps flush everything out as well. So I think a nice feature. Sewer hose carrier holds about a 20-foot sewer hose, so that's behind your door as well. This little valve here is a low point drain. It's to assist in winterization. So if you need to get the water out of your lines, this is a nice low point drain to do so. So let's continue forward. Again, jealousy window and storage. So we have more storage here. Again, lighted storage, fiberglass container. In front of that, we have our 4.0 Onan generator. It has a AGS system on it, automatic gen start is standard. And what's nice about the 4.0 generators is they will run off the main fuel tank. So it is a nice feature over diesel. Diesel coaches, generally you're running a propane generator, which work fine, but you're feeding off your propane side and not the gasoline side. So this is really, and I think, a great feature in our coaches is to have it run off the main fuel tank. Moving forward, this is your gas fill. Again, takes regular unleaded gas. It doesn't have to be anything special, which is, I think, a nice thing to have. We have a battery disconnect here. So when you're parked for a long period of time, this will disconnect your engine battery only. We have the same device by the side entry door that disconnects your coach batteries. So here is nice if you're going to leave your coach for a long period of time, you can turn it off, turn it on, and maintain and protect your engine battery as well. We do that in all of our vehicles. All of our vehicles have the ability to disconnect the front engine battery out of the system if you're going to park it for a long period of time. With new technology, there's always a power draw. If you leave your coach parked for any length of time, your engine batteries are going to go dead. So we wanted to be able to disconnect those totally. Again, transit is here, and they're in various other places on our other chassis. So now let's walk around the front and we'll take a look at the front end. Now we've moved around to the front of the vehicle, and again, I want to point out how aerodynamically designed our coaches are. This Transit is, again, going to drive more like an automobile than it is an RV. Very soft on the road, very stable on the road. It's got stability control driving down the road. It's got, again, post and pre-collision sensors on it. You've got high definition headlights on. You got a license plate bracket. You got fog lights. The coach is very, very well equipped. So I wanted to point it out, just the fact that it is very aerodynamic, and a lot of companies build the big overhead cabs. And unfortunately, driving those down the road, you have a tendency to act like more of a kite than you do a nice, comfortable feel. So I encourage you to try one, drive it, and I think you'd be very surprised at how wonderful they drive. Now we want to go inside the vehicle and show you what we do on the inside. Now I'm in the front of the vehicle, and there's quite a few things I like to point out. We do cut out the front area here, so ingress egress is much easier to get in and out. We don't build the floors way up high. We keep them low profile, so even getting in and out of the driver and passenger seats is much easier to get out. And you can see the dash. All of your controls are on the steering wheel. So the radio control, the sync system, everything is controlled basically on the steering wheel. It's very clean. It works very well. It's very user friendly. There's got a monitoring station on it too for your TPS, your tire pressure monitoring, your oil levels, your distance and cruise and trip odometer. All of the features, your adaptive cruise control are all built into the steering wheel. So it makes it very easy to use. Now, we always like to point these out because I think it's huge in our industry. We contracted with a marine consultant and we've come out with all of these latch switches. We do not run Firefly or multiplex wiring. This is the real deal. It's an analog system that doesn't fail. And let me explain something about that. If you should have a problem with the switch, you have the ability to run the rest of your motorhome. Unlike the, I don't want to call them, unlike the multiplex wiring systems, if that fails, your entire motorhome goes out. So it's an awesome feature. We can dim lights, we can start generators, turn lights on and off. We can do everything basically that the multiplex wiring systems can do, but in a latch analog system that looks, it's about the same size, if you notice, as some of the multiplex wiring panels are. We'll run a separate air conditioner for the air conditioner. And the air conditioners we put in these are 15,000 BTU, Dometic or Truma. Today, as I stand here, Dometic is the only one with a heat pump built into it. So if you wanted to go with the Truma, it today does not have a heat pump system. So people are still choosing a little bit of both. We still have a furnace on board, 30,000 BTU, but on just the cool nights, it's nice to run off the electricity in the Dometic side. So just keep that in mind. We do them both ways. All of our cabinet doors, I point this out a lot, all have wonderful door stays. They're all Blum hardwared so that they're infinitely adjustable. So when you close your doors and you lock your doors, they're nice and clean on the outside. You don't see a bunch of hinges on the outside. We've got beautiful lighting inside. These are all switched at the fixture, so you don't have to get up to use your latch switches up here. You can do it right at the fixture itself. Makes it a little bit easier. Day-night shades on all of our vehicles. We do use the MCD brand. We put small valances in so that the valances don't overwhelm the coach, but it's a place for these shades to basically hide. Coming around the front, we got more storage on 3 separate locations in the front. Got a 32-inch TV, very visible from sitting, whether it be in a dinette that we have here that converts into a single bed, or our sofas that convert into a double-sized bed. Here's our, what we call kind of our tower of power. So this is where your Xantrex 3,000 watt inverter is going to be. Your sea level to monitor all of your holding tank capacities. Your Renogy system, which is going to be all of your information regarding your electrical. And on this coach, on the Transit, we use the Bigfoot hydraulic leveling system. We use HWH on others, Bigfoot on the Transits. So it's a nice, convenient panel. This is a smoke glass cover, so you don't have to see it shining in your face. So it's really nice to have it behind there. And everything is so easy to use in a coach house. When you take delivery of a vehicle, we always encourage people not to just leave. Spend a day or two with us. There's a lot we can go over, a lot we can teach you about RVing. We sell a lot of first-time buyers. They know us. They know we build a great quality coach. So we give them very, very, very thorough walkthroughs. There's some more lighted switch panels throughout the vehicle to make it a little bit more convenient. This was the second battery switch that I talked about. This battery switch will shut off the coach power. So you shut off your engine power, battery power up front, coach battery power in the back. We've come out with some new colors this year. This is done in our walnut. and a lot of people like the walnut color. We've got 5 beautiful choices. With our cabinetry, what we've done is we do a lot of lamination here. We've done it for 41 years. What we love about the lamination is this does not hold cooking odors. It doesn't hold human odors. You can clean this with just about anything. We clean them with lacquer thinner because we glue them on, but you can take a bottle of Glass Plus with you and clean everything, including the glass. So very, very nice cabinetry that we've made. They're all made on a CNC machine, so they're precise as humanly possible. And then we laminate. If you look inside this cabinet, the entire cabinet's been laminated. So it's finished. You'll open a lot of your cabinet doors in RVs and you'll notice that the backs are never finished. It's a continuation of whatever the wall paneling would be into the back side of the cabinets. We feel it just is a more completed, better look to have completed cabinets in them. Again, latches and locks. Another thing we do is we have bulkheads. We have 3/4-inch bulkheads in these vehicles to help with the structural strength of everything when we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertical bulkheads in this vehicle so that if you're ever involved in a collision, a rollover, anything, you've got a great protection here in these vertical bulkheads. They're solid. And a lot of people love that. They think, why do we put these in? A lot of people don't put any supports in their vehicle. They just build them and they look pretty and people drive down the road and don't realize it. But from the safety standpoint, it's something that we're always concerned about. Well, let me show one other thing and then we'll turn around. Shirt closets. These are nice things for hanging your shirts and clothing. We've got 2 of them over both twin beds. This is a twin bed model. Again, we've got some of these light switches that are, if you're laying in bed and you just want to go to bed, you can hit these instead of getting up to that big bank of switches up front. So now what I'll do is we'll turn around and we'll show you from the front to the back. And now we're looking front to back. So we have a galley set up here, nice big stainless steel sink, true burner LP stove. We do have options for inductions. If you want to do an induction stove, we can do that. Vented range hood, so it vents your fumes out of the coach while you're cooking. We also put 2 Max Air or Fantastic roof vents with covers on those for rain. These are automatic. If it rains, it detects it, they will automatically close. But these are remote control on the Max Airs. And I think the remote control now maybe on the Fantastic fans as well. But nice feature here is the fact that you can get circulation through the vehicle. These only exhaust, they don't bring in air. That is a requirement by RVIA again, that we cannot have air coming in, only out. We have 2 choices of refrigerators. And we started putting matching panels in the refrigerator backs, or we can do stainless steel simulated panels. But this refrigerator that we're showing right here is from a company called Nova Cool. It's an 8 cubic foot refrigerator. It runs on AC and DC current. It does not have propane. We do have an option for a Dometic 2-way with propane the same size. That would run on propane 110 volt. Back over to this Nova Cool refrigerator, a nice feature here is that it is compressor driven. So just by turning the switch on, this refrigerator will get cold, start getting cold within 30 seconds. Put your hand in the freezer in a minute and it's already cold. Unlike an absorption style, which is the propane electric, that's an absorption. It takes a little while to cool it down. Still both great refrigerators. Absorption refrigerators have been around forever, but people are demanding more and more electricity. So we found these beautiful Nova Cools. There's also a freezer on the bottom. So it's a reverse of what our absorption refrigerator would be, where the freezer is on the top of that one. It's just the reverse. But nice refrigerators, big size for a coach like this. 2 twin beds. Now, we can convert these to a king size bed if you want. It's an option. You can take it in and out. But twin beds have always been a big hit with us. If you want to sleep together, we make it into a king size bed. Storage all the way around. Reading lights, again, switched at the fixture themselves. We've got little shelves on both driver passenger side for a CPAP machine, nightstand type deal where you want to put your cell phones, things of that. So we do have that. There's 110 volt plugs underneath them. So you can plug your appliances, whether it be your phone or CPAP machines or whatever, on, you could plug them in as well. Storage under the bunks. We tried to maximize everywhere we can with storage. Our electrical system that I was talking about before, we're running on the RV hybrid conversion package. We're running 600 amp lithium ion batteries right now with a 3,000 watt inverter. This vehicle has the ability to be parked, boondocked, and have everything in here run. Time is going to depend on your climate on the outside. Really happy with our hybrid RV conversion. We still have a generator. We still have propane. But if you choose not to use it, you can run everything off your batteries. If you drain your batteries dead, guess what? You start your generator up and you start charging everything again. So we feel it's the best of both worlds to be able to offer people the hybrid RV conversion and not all the way one way or all the way the other. Moving on back, this is our bathroom. Our bathroom is nice and big. It's got a big shower in it. It's all fiberglass. Being all fiberglass, it's not plastic, so you don't have to worry about anything cracking or breaking inside your shower. It's a really nice shower stall, nice and big. This has a privacy door that will close, so you have total privacy in the bathroom if you so choose. A nice vanity sink, and then a Dometic toilet. Storage up above with a nice mirror, and as much storage in here as we could possibly have. So everything in here is utilized for storage. We try to take up every square inch that we possibly can for storage. So again, I think these bathrooms, the layout of this vehicle has been fantastic. It's been a really, really good seller for us. Now I want to show one more thing that I failed to show, and that is our big pantry. People love our pantries. I point these out when we have them in most of our vehicles, but you don't have to worry about anything falling outside of your pantry, falling behind the wall. We build these out of wood, and the wood product that we use in here is a carb 2 rated light ply plywood. Now, what does that mean? It's a carb 2 rated second generation for formaldehyde content. All of the wood that is in this vehicle is very, very, very low rated VOCs for formaldehyde content. When you walk into a coach house in the middle of the summer, your eyes are not going to burn, you're not going to tear up, your throat's not going to clog. It's the best material that we can find. And then when we laminate it, we're even protecting it more. So, you know, I invite people to come take a look at Coach House. We're in Southwest Florida. We're factory direct. We take trades, we finance. I'll take anything that doesn't eat on trade because we can't support the eating side of it. So anything that you would want to trade in, we're certainly open to look at and trade for you. As far as the company, we're a family-run business, 41 years, great track record. If you do any reviewing on Coach House, we are always rated number 1 or 2 in quality. There's nobody in this industry that builds better. We're a little more expensive than most. A lot of it has to do with our body designs. A lot of it has to do with the materials. We just do not cut corners anywhere we build. So again, if you're interested in a vehicle of this size, we build on different chassis. And this is the Transit Platinum 3. And we encourage you to come take a look at this, and hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.